in this experience seeking an abortion in Texas, I was more concerned about facing possible criminalization than anything that could happen to me physically or my bodily safety.
While the U.S. awaits a Supreme Court decision potentially overturning Roe v. Wade, the landmark 1973 ruling that legalized abortion, millions of women across the country are effectively already living in a post-Roe world. Reuters spoke with the 29-year-old Texan who, earlier this year, chose what's known as a self-managed abortion. The woman, who wishes to remain anonymous, is a homeowner with 2 degrees and a stable job.
If you look at me on paper, and you might say that's an ideal situation for a person who finds themselves pregnant. But at the end of the day, I was pregnant and I didn't want to be, and I didn't need any other reason besides that to say I am going to seek an abortion.
But Texas has implemented one of the harshest abortion laws in the U.S., banning the procedure after about 6 weeks of pregnancy. The law also permits almost anyone to sue abortion providers and others who help a woman obtain an abortion after this stage of pregnancy. Traveling out of state was not an option due to the extreme nausea she was experiencing. So she turned to the drug misoprostol, which she got from a friend who had procured it in Mexico, where it is sold over the counter. The drug is commonly used for stomach ulcers, but can cause cramping and bleeding in a woman's uterus. Her first attempt was unsuccessful, so she went to Planned Parenthood under the guise of a miscarriage management appointment.
While I was sitting on the table with my gown on, I was texting a friend to ask if they had access to another round of the medication to have an abortion. And so they were able to locate the medication for me. This time it was a combination of the mifepristone and the misoprostol. It was extremely painful the second time around, probably the most pain I'd ever experienced in my life. Because I was self-managing this, I had limited access to pain management. And I was lucky that when we made it to the 4-hour, 45-minute mark, the cramps subsided. I passed the pregnancy.
Abortion rights advocates worry that as safe and legal abortions become more scarce in the U.S., more women feeling desperate will take enormous risks, like taking prescriptions from friends and suffering at home alone, to potentially devastating consequences. Globally, more than 25 million unsafe abortions occur every year, according to the World Health Organization, resulting in thousands of deaths and millions of hospitalizations. In the end, the Texas woman considers herself relatively lucky.
More than anything, it was an experience that was frustrating and heartbreaking because I was constantly thinking about the fact that a person who is not as connected and is not in the know about what resources are available would never even make it this far in seeking abortion care.